Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about a total holdout from the Trump administration, one Peter Navarro, who still insists on not giving back presidential records that he has never had a right to in the first place. All right, let's just review the bidding on this guy, because for sheer chutzpah, he is about as out there as it gets, but he was a very dangerous actor around January 6th. This is a guy with no real portfolio or no real portfolio to put him at the center of Trump. And yet he somehow was very involved in the maneuvering at the end. And he is the author of the Green Bay Sweep, which he's very proud of. It actually was a somewhat dangerous scenario if they had gone through with it. So much of Trump, what he wanted to do was to get the states to flinch or say there was a problem or there was fraud or get the DOJ to do that. Navarro had another idea. This is the Green Bay Sweep, and just starting with Arizona and moving through all the 6 states, he would just delay enough to get past January 6th. And Pence would have needed to go along. So there was just such utter chaos that then it would go back to the states and everything would have been upended. And when the pieces fell, maybe they would fall in Trump's favor. It actually would have been a more effective strategy than the patently illegal one that they pursued, and fortunately were not able to consummate, ending in the mayhem of January 6th itself. All right, back to Navarro, though. First of all, he has been held in contempt by Congress, and his trial is pending. Remember, there have been a couple people like Mark Meadows who've been so central to the president that the DOJ decided to stay its hand and not bring criminal contempt charges against them. I think, although it's opaque, on the theory that maybe they had some good faith belief that there really was executive privilege based on a DOJ doctrine that if you're really, really close to the president, you get cloaked in it. But Navarro, no way. He, again, is this weird hanger-on, and the DOJ approved contempt, and he's set to go to trial as soon as the courtroom's clear with the big seditious conspiracies that are going on now. All right. Anyway, though, whole separate and apart, he took these documents, 250 documents. They are not his property. They've never been his property. And he's got, the Presidential Records Act is super clear. You just have to return them. Nevertheless, he's been fighting it with extreme and brazen arguments. And so we had something unusual happen today that really is a good illustration of how so many of the judges have stepped up and shown exasperation and a real end of the road for these crazy delay tactics by Trump folks. So he says they're mine, and plus, if I give them over, I may incriminate myself, and other sort of garbage bin arguments. And the district court on Saturday ruled against them. They said, what are you talking about, yours? They never were yours. And it is well past time to give them back. Now, of course, that's pretty straightforward. But now he did a fairly routine, okay, but just give me a stay, please, while I go to the Court of Appeals and delay this. This is something that Trump has done repeatedly, and we've seen it. We've seen courts give very brief stays just so it works out. And so it was pretty dramatic that the judge just this morning issued an opinion that said you don't get a stay. A stay is conditioned on irreparable harm. You cannot get irreparable harm by the giving back documents you've never had the right to in the first place. So you can try to get one from the Court of Appeals. Good luck to that. But as of today, you turn those over. So it's overdue. And you know, that's the way the legal system works, but satisfying to see the courts, you know, give total back of the hand treatment to some of these claims as they deserve, and nobody is up there higher than Navarro. I think he's out of options. He can try for an emergency stay from the Court of Appeals. Doesn't seem too likely to me, and the memorandum opinion from the district court is properly scathing, like really calling him out for his brazenness. And you know, he said at one point, this is a case of first impression, and the district court said, if it is, it's only because no other presidential official subject to the Presidential Records Act has ever thought to assert that they can just keep all the records. These are not the officials' records. You know, I laugh, but it is also really emblematic of the arrogance and the attitude that the law just doesn't apply to them that has really been, you know, a big part of the whole virus that's spread through Trumpdom and has brought us such trouble and continues to bring such trouble as we await a indictment from the Manhattan DA's office and a possible civil, you know, disorder and reaction from the Trump faithful, buoyed by or spurred by continuing false claims, including doubling down once again. I've now moved to Trump, so stay with me, that the election was stolen, et cetera, et cetera. So Peter Navarro is a bit of a cleanup from last time. We're headed into next time. But he is a kind of a, you know, barnacle still hanging on with the Trump strategy, and that, you know, we fortunately dodged and we have to worry about again. All right, so there you go. With any luck, Navarro's quixotic effort is at an end, and of course, we're just about any day to turn to what's going to be the new normal of a former president under indictment, and every single motion, stay, piece of paper being interpreted in the maw and the maelstrom of the political election and the distortions that Team Trump might try to pull. Okay, so there you have it. A bit of a satisfying small little chapter and coda on Peter Navarro. That may, I don't think there are others hiding in the bushes with more presidential records, and he, of course, still standing trial for contempt. So the system isn't done with him. Alrighty, there you have it. So much more coming this week. Until then, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.